needed, and I'm very sure a state committee like Karnataka State Committee will take this cause with an organizational commitment. One more issue that this retiree movement in the banking industry is not very, very old. Pension scheme came in 1995, and then also it was not accepted by 100% employees. There was a different environment, 50% high rate of interest and some calculations, and the entire economy, lifestyle was different. So 50% and 50% did not. So there was no much attraction in the retiree movement. I recollect that when we, around 2000, when we used to approach to the retiree for becoming a member, so they were not very keen, reluctant. अरे क्या इतने साल तक तो यूनियन बाजी कर ली है, अभी क्या यूनियन बाजी करना है, अभी तो हमको भगवान का भजन करेंगे. That used to be the response. It was very difficult to enroll the member. But after 2010, when one more option came, there was a perceptible change in the overall approach of the member. New retiree organizations were floated. A lot of new retiree organizations came. Of course, AIBR was the first to form the retiree movement. Looking to the founders of the AIBR, they could visualize that some forum will be needed for the retirees. So AIBR was established in 1995. So almost 28 years have gone. We are multiplying in number. There are 3-4 All India retiree organizations, State Bank of India, AIBRF, IPAR, like that. And almost, according to my calculations, about 94-95% retirees are member of one organization or another. They are members. They need. Today, if somebody is retiring, he will not think whether I should be a member of the retiree organization or I should not be. Only he will choose which organization he should join. That could be choice. So, it is becoming very, very active, very strong, very vibrant, and very big in terms of the membership. But the issue is that how the service conditions in the banking industry, they are determined, they are decided. We know that it is decided through the negotiated settlement. And it is a hard-earned achievement of the trade union. It is a working class that they fought for many years. I recollect when I joined the bank in 1965, that movement was on a peak. Every day there used to be some sort of strike, pen down strike, go slow strike, like that it used to happen. And 66, the private management agreed that yes, there will be direct dialogue between the unions and the management represented by IBA, and the service condition will be determined. First bipartite came, now we are in the 11th bipartite. This is our progress. So, the service condition of the superannuation benefit, pension, other benefits to the retiree, it is also determined by negotiated settlement. The question which comes to our mind, which may be coming to in your movement, the retiree movement becomes sustainable and relevant, there should be some space of the retiree organization in the negotiated settlement. What should be the... That is a question we are addressing at AIBRF level. If we really want to become relevant, otherwise, as a pressure group, yes, we have become a very powerful pressure group, a pressure in the cooker. But whether it is sufficient or we want beyond that, if you go to the IBA, they have a very pat, very bureaucratic reply, very curt reply. And the reply is that there is no mandate from the management to talk. We are the professional body. We are an independent group. Unless we get a sort of mandate to talk to the retiree, we are not going to talk. This is the issue we are trying to address in AIPRF. As a humble beginning, recently we approached to the Central Labour Commissioner. He said, we are the stakeholder. We may not be a signatory of the settlement, but certain rights and privileges are being created out of this settlement, whether group medical, whether the